Hello friends, welcome to WebTech School. In today's video, we are going to talk about right view of a given binary tree. To understand this lesson, you should be knowing the label order tree traversal. If you have not watched my previous video on label order, please go back and watch it before you continue for this video. So given a binary tree, so the right view of the binary tree would be the nodes that are visible if you see that binary tree from the right hand side. So for this tree, the right view would be 8, 4, and 1 and 9. 8, 4, 1, and 9. So whenever someone would look at from the right hand side, that will be its right view. Let's consider another example. Let's say I have a tree like this, 2 and 3, and let's say 4 over here. Then what will be its right view? So the right view for this tree would be 1, 3, and 4. So why 4? Because if someone is looking from the right hand side, he should be also able to see the node 4. In other terms, if we'll put what will be the right view of a given binary tree, let's consider this example and let's first find out every label. So this is our label 1, okay, and this is our label 2, this is our label 3, and this is our label 4. So for this tree, so we have 4 labels. Okay. So right view, the answers what we have seen so far was 8, 4, 1, and 9. Okay. So on each label, if we'll find out the rightmost, if we will find out the rightmost element on each label, that will be our answer. Look at this. So on the label 1, the rightmost element is 8. On the label 2, the rightmost element is 4. Label 3, it's 1. Label 4, it's 9. In an algorithmic way, if we want to display the right view, so what we'll do? We'll basically first do the label order traversal. Okay, label order traversal, and then on each label, let's display the rightmost element. So on each label, display rightmost element. Okay, so now let's first do the label order traversal. For doing label order traversal, we can take a queue. Okay, now inside this queue, we'll push the root element first, 8. So now, is it the rightmost element? Yes, it's the rightmost element for label 1. So we are gonna print this. Now let's take it out 8. Now push its left child and right child. So left child is 5, right child is 4. So we pushed it. Now let's take out 5. So for 5, is it the rightmost element? No. Don't display it. Now push its left child and right child. So left child is 3. Right child is null for 5. So we are not gonna push its right child. Now let's take out 4. Is it the rightmost? Is it the rightmost node? Yes. Then go ahead and display it and push its left child and right child. So left child is 2 and right child is 1. Let's push it. Now let's take out 3. So 3 is not the rightmost element. Now let's push its left child and right child. For 3, both left child and right child are null, so no need to push anything. Now we'll take out 2. So for 2, it's not the rightmost element, so we are not displaying anything. For 2 as well, the left child is null and the right child is also null, so there is nothing to push. Now let's take out 1. So when we are taking out 1, is it the rightmost element? Yes. So we are gonna print 1 and we're gonna push its left child and right child. So left child is null, right child is 9. So let's push 9. Let's take out 9. So once we're taking out 9, is it the rightmost element on level 4? Yes. So we are gonna print that 9 and push its left child and right child. For 9, left child is null and right child is also null, so nothing to push. Now our list has become empty, or the queue has become empty. The answer what we have got is our right view of binary tree. Now that we have implemented right view, left view and labeler traversal, you can see on all these 3 problems, the key is keeping track of nodes at each labels. If we can keep track of nodes on a particular labels, then we'll be able to solve all the 3 problems. So for keeping track of these labels, like what we have displayed in our labeler traversal video, we will use the queue count for keeping track of all these nodes. Now let's go back to Visual Studio and let's implement this. I'm in Visual Studio and we'll start working on tree operation class. Let's create our method. Public static void. I'll say, let's say right view of tree, and we are gonna receive the root node. In case of root is equal to null, that means our tree is empty. So we'll simply return, will not do anything. If the tree is not empty, so we are going to use a queue. So for queue, I'm gonna use a list. So list of node, I'll call this as, let's say, queue equal to new list of node. Okay, now to this queue, we are gonna in queue or add an element root, and we'll keep on checking as long as the queue is not empty. We can say queue dot count is greater than 0. So we'll keep on checking our queue and we'll keep on enqueuing to the queue. We can keep track of each label by the queue count. So let's create the count variable. I'll say, let's say queue dot count, and what we are doing over here, let's say as long as count is greater than 0, we'll do simply count minus minus. This while block will contain all the nodes for a particular label. Now let's dequeue our queue. So for dequeuing, let's graph the element in the queue, what the element we are dequeuing. So I'll say queue dot element at 0, and then finally this line we will do our dequeue operation. So remove at 0. So now we need to push its left child and right child. So we'll check if element dot left child is not equal to null, then we are gonna add queue dot element dot left child. Similarly, if element dot right child is not equal to null, we also want to add queue dot add element dot right child. Okay. So far, what we have done, we have added our nodes into the queue and we are dequeuing from the queue. Along with that, we have to also display the rightmost element for that label, for a particular label. So how we can do that? So once this count value, what we are keeping track of, if this value becomes 0, then that's our end of this label. So I'll say if count is equal to 0, so in that case, go ahead and print our element. So I'll do console dot write line. For that element, we are gonna print its value. Okay, so this is gonna print the element value. So that's all the implementation we need for printing the right view of the tree. Now let's verify our implementation logic. So I will go back to the main method. So in the program.cs, we have constructed the left view tree while we were discussing the left view tree operation. So we need to also construct this tree. Now I have constructed the exact tree what we have been working on. So this tree where we have root node as 8 and left child is 5 and 4 and so on. So this exact tree we have constructed. Okay, now let's verify the implementation. For verifying the implementation, I'll just call that method tree operation dot right view of the tree, and this right view expects the root node and will pass this root node. Okay, and before this we'll just add a console statement just to identify our output. Console.writeLine will say, let's say right view of binary tree. All right, so that's all the changes we need. Let's add a breakpoint over here and then run our code and see the output. Okay, our breakpoint hit. Now let's go to the console window. And you can see the right view of binary tree. The last line is 8419. Okay, if we'll compare it with our output, so we were expecting 841 and 9 and we got back the same result. This is all about the right view of binary tree. Please try it with the recursive approach. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to create the video for the recursive approach as well. I will push this code to GitHub and you can find the link in description. Please subscribe to get more updates, and thanks for watching.